Alright guys, I know I'm a little late on this, but I wanted to finish the series up with soloing all these GMs, just giving my commentary on it. I've been taking a little break just to get prepared for the new episode coming out. But we're going to have the Devil's Lair here. Honestly, probably one of the most fun GMs in the game, especially for the solo. But at the first part here, as you see, I just literally spare through everything. You don't have to kill that first champion there to get plat, so you can just go right through it. Sometimes you can get shot, so be careful, but we're going to play it slow here. We're going to be using my infinite ignition build, if I can speak correctly. Basically, Dragon's Breath is just going to blow everything up. I'll have the full build at the end of the video. We're going to be taking advantage of, Scorch, everything like that, as you see with the Hellion. We're going to be running anti-barrier sniper, so we can obviously do it all the barrier champs. And we can also ignite with our sniper rifle since it is solar. We're just going to play it slow here. And pretty much the whole room is killed now, with everything exploding. As you see, I do have shoot to loot on my hand cannon, so if you ever see me shooting the floor, that is the reason. I'm shooting for ammo or orbs, so I can proc my mods. There's going to be an overload champ here. I end up liking to stun it, just shoot a Dragon's Breath, and then just keep shooting it with the hand cannon. It pretty much almost kills it all the way. You will have to swap or throw a grenade or something to finish it off. Unfortunately, the wizard does teleport to me right here, but I have a melee. I can take the shield off since it is solar, and it causes a little stun, a little explosion. And we're going to play around the corner here just to kill this wizard. Again, since it is solar and solar does do a hefty amount of damage. Now, we're going to come up here, just finish killing this little acolyte off, and we're done, I guess, with like the first part of the strike. And now we get to like the actual main objective. Right here, this room is honestly not that difficult with this build specifically because you're going to literally ignite everything. I mean, just pay attention to the amount of ignitions I get in this room. It is very satisfying to hear on top of just seeing it. I try to show the camera right here. I'm going back to kill the Thrall, but I'm like, actually, let me show the ignitions that are about to go off here. Like, just look at all the numbers. Also, with barrier snipers, you can shoot through the night shield, which is nice. And again, pretty much everything is just dying with one rocket. And being that I have shoot to loot, I can pretty much just shoot ammo anywhere on the map. And you obviously don't have infinite heavy, but you have a lot of heavy at your disposal. Can't shoot another Dragon's Breath up there. Almost died to the snipers. Snipers do need to be a priority here. Thankfully, I do have Phoenix Dove. As you see, again, almost get shot by it. I thought I was going to shoot the grenade. Apparently, I didn't. But then we're going to run up. There's going to be another overload champ. There is a barrier champ here too, but I think I literally did so much ignition damage to stuff surrounding the barrier champ. It just killed it before he could even put his barrier up. And right here, yep, shoot the orb to get shoot the loot proc. And that is this first little part. Now we got to go to the wave defense part. Again, extremely easy. I mean, honestly, I almost beat this on my first run. I think this is my third run. In the first two runs, I straight up, let's just say I was not locked in. I had a Twitch stream open on the other monitor. I was listening to music. I was definitely not locked in with it. For this third one, I mean, I beat it relatively easy once I started to focus. But again, Dragon's Breath down there. I do end up shooting that grenade. It's just going to obviously just kill literally everything without really having to do much at all. The overload champs are going to be your main concern here, but with Dragon's Breath, your Hellion constantly shooting, you're going to constantly ignite it over and over again. Even the extra grenade damage I threw right there, it is very strong. Unfortunately, this overload champion doesn't seem to get stunned right there, even though I constantly was shooting him with the hand cannon, which is a little annoying, but we do eventually get him stunned down, and we kill him here. So again, snipers should be your priority here, because they can absolutely destroy you. That captain in the back, you do need to kill at some point, but I kind of wait for just all the shanks stuff to spawn here, because you don't want an exploding shank to sneak up on you to just insta-kill you. But we're just going to keep killing him here. And again, I'm looking out for these snipers. The shanks are actually very easy to kill, especially with they get an explosive weapon. I mean, obviously, this Vulpecula here has shoot, loot, and explosive payload on it. Very, very strong. Honestly, this is probably one of the most used weapons this season for me, especially with prismatic and everything. But even without prismatic, obviously it's still really good in this build just to collect the ammo. So we're going to kind of snipe everything. Now we just have that captain to deal with. Throw a nade on it, and the Hellion's going to end up igniting it right there. Do a ton of damage. And now we're going to move on to the second wave. The second wave was where it gets a little bit more dicier because hive spawn over here where we'd like to stand at. But with your melee and grenade, you can pretty much just kill them. As you see, I do shoot a rocket there, then hit the shoot to loot on the ammo so I can prioritize as much ammo as possible. Here, the Hive are going to spawn. But again, not really that big of a deal. The wizards can kind of hurt you here, so be careful. Hellion is just so nice here, just constantly lobbing damage out and scorching everything, and eventually, obviously, lead to ignites as well, which will chain. But if it's taking too long, just shoot a Dragon's Breath and it'll do everything for you as well. I mean, just look at all these numbers here. Like, now these enemies are going to spawn. One snap to the ground will ignite everything. Throw up fusion grenade, do some extra damage. I do almost die there, but I knew the barrier was coming up, so I was going to be good. He was going to stop shooting me for a second. And I mean, as you see, just literally everything explodes. There is still stuff exploding in the back there. There is quite literally still stuff exploding. This build is so dumb. But there's going to be some more snipers back there. Again, just going to try to take them out. The Hellion is constantly just killing everything that's spawning in the door right there for me. And I'm going to be so sad when these artifact perks go away next episode, because Solar Fulmination is actually just so good. The sniper perks are also good too, but it is disgusting how strong it is. We're going to have another wave of Shinks here. We're going to just slowly take these out. Again, it's just going to be just like the first wave here. It's really nothing else other than just Shank spawning. And then after this, we'll move on to the final wave of this little wave defense area. And we'll be good to go. Also, I don't know if this is like the best place to stand or anything. I haven't really watched many other people run this solo-wise, so there may be a better spot. This is just where I normally stand. We're doing it with 3 people, so I figured it's probably the best spot. But we're going to have 2 overloads here. As you see, I mean, stunning them. Dragon's Breath. I'm going to pop super here just to stay alive, so hopefully one doesn't push up. Also, just to do some extra damage to make this clear a little bit faster. I've been holding on to my super for a long time. You can obviously spam your super a lot to make things faster. But again, super will help protect from the snipers, do more damage, really easy, super easy clear for this room. Now, we're going to get ammo. I'm going to pick the orbs up, probably to recharge our abilities. Honestly, didn't see if I had abilities or not. I'm sure I did because I just popped the super, but we're going into the next room with almost max ammo. We're missing 1 rocket, but that's not too bad. This room, there is going to be an overload here, and the Vandals can kind of kill you, so be careful. I like to just play right here, just go back and forth. Again, with the hand cannon, Lopacula, and just peeking in and out. It makes it pretty easy. Now we're going to come up. Here's going to be the overload champion. And you don't really have to use the rocket here. If you want to conserve your ammo, you totally can. It's probably better too if you are running low on ammo for sure. But since I have enough, I just decided to go and shoot it just to make it a little bit quicker. And go for the finisher. Again, to save time, you probably don't even need to finish there. The ignition will blow it up as you run past him. But this isn't supposed to be a speed run or anything. It's just to help anyone else out that wants to go for a solo. But right here, there are going to be a ton of snipers that spawn, a ton of enemies. I try to deal with the snipers up top first. There are going to be some snipers over here, like in the far right, that can shoot you, so you have to be careful. I end up just playing right here. What I was trying to do, again, was to deal with the snipers, but also try to ignite this barrier champ with all the artifact perks I have. Unfortunately, I just missed the precision hits right here, and I couldn't get the ignite off. The ignite would have killed everything around it, done a lot of damage to the champion, but now we just kind of have to wait and also try to not get shot by the other snipers down there, like on the far right, because they can't hit you from here if you are out enough. But again, just kind of waiting for this barrier champ. I could end up shooting a Dragon's Breath, but most of the time the server will dodge it unless you like prep the dodge, kind of like right there. I'm trying to Phoenix dive here, but I don't have the charge, so again, just playing it real slow. I do get a good angle on the servitor here now as it put its shield up. He kind of teleported into the grenade, and now we can get the ignites, and now the servitor is going to be dead. Now, as you see, here's the Vandals I was talking about. We can go in and snipe these down. Makes it super easy, and we have a whole little area right here to play around. Now, I'm going to be honest, for this spot, I definitely don't know where the best place to stand is for a solo clear. I kind of just run around everywhere, so be prepared for that. But it ends up working out, obviously, as this video is being posted. But I don't know if there's like a certain spot. Like, I know people stand up top where I'm at now, or also where I'm looking at, like on that little roof back there. But that's also with 3 people having a lot of ammo. With 6 shots in the sniper, I can't easily take the tank out right now. I do get some ammo there with the shoot to loot, but So right here, I'm kind of just getting prepared. I'm gonna walk up to make the tank spawn in. You also have to deal with the Briggs, but honestly, the Briggs, like, I thought they were gonna be a lot scarier than they were, but with Dragon's Breath, they're honestly really easy. So I do come back right here, but I think I end up running away. Yeah, I try to shoot a rocket on this. He jumps away, of course. I knew that was going to happen. I decided to do it anyway. I thought maybe I would get lucky. But we're going to have Focus Fury right here. We can obviously, you know, refund some ammo here, trying to snipe the tank. I end up not killing the tank here. I do a decent amount of damage, but I don't want to die to the snipers looking at me. And honestly, maybe beneficial to just shoot the snipers here with the ammo, but I figured, nah, let's go do something else. So I go over here. I was gonna fight the Brig. I honestly forgot that an Overload champion spawns here. Thankfully, I get the sun off super quick, throw the Dragon's Breath, throw a grenade, and we're gonna end up killing it pretty quick here. The tank can't see you here, so even though it's charging the shot up, it's not gonna really do much. And thankfully, there was an orb right there I could shoot on the ground to heal, because I think that Vandal shot would have killed me right there. But now we're going to come up now that the Overload champion said the tank is shooting me, so decide to back up again, play in this little spot. The Brig is coming close, so I end up popping the super, shoot a Dragon's Breath, and now we're going to be able to kill this thing pretty quickly here. Again, I got to wait for the tank. Thankfully, I'm in my super, so it did not kill me right there. That 90% damage reduction goes crazy. Using the final bit of my sniper to snipe their precision spot on the Brig, or the crit spot. And there we go. First Brig is down. So it gives us, again, a little bit more room to play right here. We're just kind of trying to clear spots on the map to play around. Again, if there's a better spot to say, please let me know in the comments for a solo specifically. But we're going to come over here to the next Brig. This is going to take a little longer to kill because I don't have my super or any sniper ammo. But as you see here, I'm kind of just shooting the hand cannon to try to proc Overload on it so it does reduce damage. I don't actually know if that works on Briggs or not, but I'm also just trying to do some damage as well, just kind of spraying the hand cannon. Hellion's also going. It's nice because it's going to constantly hit to cause Ignite, so, you know, it's slow damage, but it's like slow good damage, though. Eventually, you are going to get these Ignites. Do get a grenade here, which will probably cause another Ignite with all the other Scorch I have applied, and we are eventually going to get the kill here. He is shooting. Thankfully, I end up dodging a Phoenix dive to the ground just to kind of get away, proc another Hellion, and I mean, we solo a GM Brig there with the hand cannon and a class ability, essentially. Shoot the ammo and orb to get some health, some ability energy, and obviously some ammo, if I didn't just say that. But I end up shooting Dragon's Breath right here because it actually does a decent amount of damage on the walker right here, but also it can kill stuff surrounding it. So all the enemies that are up there will end up dying. And you see the Ignites are kind of killing the enemies down at the bottom, which is super nice as well. And Dragon's Breath low-key can kind of cook this walker. It's not as instant as like the sniper or any other precision weapon, but it will slowly kill things, which is super, super nice. But as you see, we do have our other room to play around over here because we killed the Brig. Just going to slowly kill this stuff in the middle, make some room, get some ammo. Really, really trying to get this walker down because it becomes pretty easy after you get that down because you just don't have to play around getting one shot. And I think that about does it. Yeah, it's pretty much one shot. And we're going to end up finishing here. And then we can move on to killing the rest of the ads. Again, I'm going to try to snipe some of these Vandals with the ammo I have so I don't just get insta-killed. Unfortunately, the servitor does come up right there. But it's also kind of a good thing because the servitor moves and lets me kill this Overload champion. So it's kind of a win and lose situation, but it is nice to be able to kill this Overload so I can play right here. Okay, I'm just shooting everywhere to try to get orbs and ammo. I swear this hipfire sometimes does not work when I want it to. And I see a Vandal sniper over there. There is one sniping me right there too. Phoenix dive to the ground, reproc Hellion, heal to full. I'm looking for another precision shot on this servitor so I can cause the ignition. I do get a decent angle right here, but he teleports away, unfortunately. Now I gotta walk over here. I gotta deal with some dregs. I do see ammo on the ground, so we're gonna pick that up. Shoot to loot is such a nice perk, man. I don't think that the nade might have touched him a little bit. Yeah, it hit him. So we put the shield up. Now we can get the ignites off. Everything's gonna die here now. And that is going to be it for that champion. Now, we're still not done here because there are going to be some more enemies that spawn out this room up here. There's going to be 2 overload champions we have to deal with and a bunch of some other little ads. I try to go for the kill on this one, not realizing that there's another overload over here to the left. So I have to come focus on that one, unfortunately. I think I do here in a second, if I remember correctly. Because I'm pretty sure this one heals to full. I do throw the grenade on that Vandal just to insta-kill it. The orange bars can be so annoying. So yeah, he did heal to full, but I'm like, okay, I gotta come kill this one. Because if I don't, it's just gonna murder me from standing right there in the middle. I do worry about killing all the other little ads first. But again here, trying to conserve some ammo. I'm just gonna keep shooting the hand cannon, letting the Hellion shoot him, cause the ignitions. He shouldn't be able to heal, and we're gonna easily get the kill on this one. Okay, now we get that last champion to deal with. We're gonna stun him with the hand cannon, and we're actually gonna just opt in to snipe this one. Because I do see some ammo on the ground. The reason I'm not trying to use rockets is because I want them for the boss fight. And he did heal a little bit there, but honestly, it's not that big of a deal. And we're gonna run up, get the finisher. Make sure no enemies around. Also, is kind of just doing an ammo check. Fortunately, there was no heavy to be found, but I do have 4 shots. So we should be pretty decent up here. Now, there are going to be 2 more overloads up here before the boss fight starts. But they're pretty simple to take down. I think I end up actually using a rocket on them just to make it a little quicker. Stun, throw a nade. Yep. We're gonna do a ton of damage here. All the ignitions. I'm even igniting the overload over here. I make the Hellion so I can keep igniting this one over and over again. And again, we're just kind of playing back in this room right here. You don't want to push out because you don't want to get insta melted by all the other little ads. There's a nade right there, so I back up a little bit. Thankfully, it doesn't do any damage to me. I was just out the radius of it. Now, in this room here, the best place to play, in my opinion, is just over here in this little like left side. You can't do a decent amount of damage to this boss, even on GM as solo. I mean, this sniper right here, I do have all the artifact perks active, but I mean, you see it kind of cooked in here just as a solo player. But we're gonna just play in this little room, let enemies come in. I mean, the ad clear is gonna be pretty nasty here with all the ignitions. I mean, even the Vulpecula here is nice. Shooting orbs on the ground to heal. Also is giving us radiant for more damage. Okay. Just making sure all the ads are dead. More are spawning. You also never ever want to get super close to this boss because it will just pretty much insta-kill you if he does this little melee attack. I could also probably play this a little bit more aggressively. Like, there's not that many ads, but yeah, we're just going to take it slow to make sure we get the clear. Right, the music in this strike is just so good, man. But I'm going to pop my super here just to deal with all these little servitors. This part can be kind of annoying, so popping the super here just to kind of kill everything. As you see, the ignitions are going to go everywhere. Thankfully, the damage reduction from the servitor is super nice to have here, because that may have insta-killed me if I didn't have the super active. Again, just meleeing everything, conserve energy, constantly igniting everything. Pretty much everything is down the battlefield. I think there's 1 servitor left available up there, but I can easily take it out with my sniper. Gonna go back to the back room here, just constantly kill every little shank there is, and trying my hardest to shoot that ammo break over there for the heavy, but I am struggling, even ADSing with the thing. I think I was shooting the guardrail, if I'm being honest. But I ended up getting it there with the little jump, shooting an orb, and again, there is 1 more servitor here, but we're going to go on and kill this, and now we're back to the boss fight. The servitors did come up extremely quick. As you see, it didn't even get to the first little bar, but now this just means we can do a ton of damage here. So, end up shooting that to reload the sniper, get some ammo. Trying to get some shots off, but I did see some ads are spawning, so I got to run away. Almost died there, so I threw the nade on the ground just in case someone chases me. But I almost got him down to the first bar. Shoot a Dragon's Breath here because I see there are a ton of ads. Let me just let that cook, let that burn, blow up everything. And some other enemies are literally running into it right now as we speak. And again, still shooting for some ammo. Shoot loot is just so nice to have for a solo GM. Like, imagine if you didn't have that and you had to run over there and get that. Like, you just, it's so nice. But right here, all the ads are dead. I wait for the teleport, shoot the Dragon's Breath. Now we can actually do a good amount of damage to Dragon's Breath on him. He's in a nice little spot now to get some snipes off. I do see more ads are coming, and mainly the ship. The ship is will destroy you if you just stand there and let it shoot you. Do get the close little Incendiary Snap melee to proc Ignite there, so the melee guy, you know, basically was nothing. Probably didn't need to throw that grenade. I probably should have saved it for a tougher enemy like these Vandals, but it did kill a huge chunk of them, which is nice. Again, shooting orbs to proc Radiant, heal, get some ability energy. Gonna shoot the Dragon's Breath because I did see the captain over there alongside the other orange bar, so just gonna let that burn, ignite everything. I mean, as you see, it's currently just killing stuff I can't even see. That melee is gonna go crazy right there. Just proccing the ignite because all of the little melee embers or whatever they're called, sparks. I don't remember the actual name of them. Just hitting everything at once. I do shoot the Dragon's Breath there because, you know, he wasn't teleporting, so I just do some damage while I kill everything else to kind of make up for some time. Thankfully, this captain is finishable here. I do get super weak right there, but the Phoenix Dive comes in clutch. Always use that Phoenix Dive for your survivability. Just if you ever get weak, especially if you see a red bar, just Phoenix Dive to the ground. You're gonna have infinite amounts with this build, so there's no reason to save it. And you always want to try to have a Hellion up as well. But here the overloads are going to spawn. There are going to be two. Unfortunately, one is being kind of a pain. I do almost die there, so I popped the super just so I could just make sure to go out, kill these overloads, deal with these servitors that spawned. We're just going to constantly just keep mailing in, conserve as much energy as possible. I shoot the Dragons right there because I do see a lot of ads on the right side. Also, we can deal with the servitors that we were talking about. I have a little bit of my super left, so I'm going to run away to conserve some energy. As you see, the Dragon's Breath is currently quite literally killing everything. It was such a good Dragon's Breath to shoot right there. And we are going to sit here and now wait, because I thought the Overload Champion was going to come up, but I realized that he is chilling up top, which is honestly really, really bad because I was trying to get platinum here. Thankfully, I do end up killing him, but it's to a point where I'm like, okay, I just don't care anymore. I'm just gonna get the kill here on the boss. But thankfully, a Dragon's Breath I do shoot will kill him here in a second. But he is chilling up on the top left now. There are going to be more ads to spawn. I'm going to take these out. All the servitors are currently dead, which is super nice. But we're going to just slowly take everything down. Again, play super safe, get some ammo. Again, shooting Dragon's Breath over there on the right side because that is where a lot of the ads spawn. Thankfully, on the left side, they funnel through that little hallway, so it makes it super easy for your melee and grenades to do a lot of damage. And the ignites. The Overload Champion did peek out a little bit right there, but again, he's just chilling up top left. About to have all the ads down here, so I try to deal with the champion here in just a second. Again, just getting some more ammo. Getting a nice little reload in here. Making sure everything's reloaded, ready to go. I go up, stun the champion, shoot the Dragon's Breath. Somehow this manages to get the kill on the champion. I don't know if it's like causing ignitions over and over again, but as you see, the boss does teleport right there, so I literally cannot run out. If I run out, I'm dead. So I just go for the kill here. And obviously, Dragon's Breath Sniper, and it says champion's defeated. It killed it literally at the last second. So yeah, Dragon's Breath Sniper Ignitions does a ton of damage, and that is solo the Devil's Lair. One of the original strikes in Destiny, honestly still one of the most fun strikes in the entire game. But this is going to be the build. Again, it is the Infinite Ignitions build. I do have on the channel if you would like to go watch that, the full in-depth breakdown. But I do give a little, flash of it right here. It is super, super nice for ad clear. It's honestly really good for survivability. It's really good for everything. It's probably my favorite build this season, if not one of my favorite builds in the entire game. And it's definitely one I would recommend using, even if you are going for a 3-man GM. Anyways, that's going to do it all for me. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you all have a great day. Peace.